If you want an iPhone with great battery life, you have two options, the iPhone 15 Plus and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. But this year, there's a $300 price difference between the two. So is it really worth spending $1,200 on the iPhone 15 Pro Max? Or will the iPhone 15 Plus, which costs just $900, do the job just fine with all the upgrades it has received? Hey guys, Vic here with PhoneArena, and today I will tell you all about the differences between these two models, and specifically there are two really important differences. Once you understand them, you'll be able to make your decision between these two phones so much easier. So first, this year Apple made a big deal of the new titanium finish on the Pro models, and titanium is all over the marketing materials. But if you think this will make the iPhone 15 Pro Max more durable than the iPhone 15 Plus, which is made of aluminum, you're probably making a big mistake. Titanium is indeed a stronger metal and it probably won't dent as easy as aluminum, but the real problem with iPhones has always been that if you drop them, the glass breaks. So the issue is with the glass and not the metal frame. And both the iPhone 15 Pro Max and iPhone 15 Plus use the same glass as before. So they're not much different in terms of real-life durability. But while titanium does not make a big difference in overall durability, it absolutely changes the way the iPhone 15 Pro Max feels in the hand. Compared to the previous 14 Pro Max model, the new 15 Pro Max is 19 grams lighter. And you can definitely feel this when you hold the phone and when you carry it in your pocket. We used to have a huge 20% difference in weight between the Pro Max and the Plus last year, and now the iPhone 15 Plus, yes, it's still lighter, but the difference in the weight between it and the Pro Max, just 10%. Alright, next up you might think that the iPhone 15 Plus has a worse display quality. But actually both phones have the same resolution, and the iPhone 15 Plus can now get just as bright as the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's reaching 2000 nits of peak brightness outdoors. But while colors and brightness are the same, the iPhone 15 Pro Max has one feature that I absolutely love. And I think that feature is the biggest reason why you should consider buying the Pro Max rather than the Plus. That feature is the 120Hz ProMotion fast refresh rate, which makes scrolling super smooth on the Pro Max, while the Plus still runs at 60Hz, and when you compare the two, the Plus looks a bit choppy, you definitely see the difference. Also because of that, the Pro Max supports the always-on display feature and you don't get that on the Plus. And one more thing about the screen. Take a closer look at the borders around it. They're much slimmer on the Pro Max model, and the phone itself is just a bit less wide because of that. It's a very small thing of course, but I do appreciate it. The other major difference though between these two is the processor. The Pro Max uses the brand new Apple A17 Pro chip, while the Plus runs on the A16 Bionic. So this A17 Pro chip uses a brand new 3nm cutting-edge technology, and it is very impressive. But don't make a mistake thinking it will change the iPhone experience from the ground up. Both these phones feel fast enough for daily tasks, and you should only really care about this new chip on the Pro Max if you really want to play the most intense games at the highest settings. And that is because the A17 Pro chip has a new 6-core GPU, which is a big improvement, and supports features like hardware ray tracing for more realistic graphics and games. Now the Pro Max also features 8GB of RAM, while the Plus model has 6GB. More RAM helps keep more apps open in the background, but again, this is one more feature that only some power users will really appreciate. For most users, you probably won't even notice. And with this, we come to easily the most difficult part of this comparison. The cameras. We say difficult because the iPhone 15 Plus now gets a 48 megapixel high-resolution sensor, and it will be able to capture images with the same amount of detail as the Pro Max. Not only this, you also get 2x sensor crop, and you can now shoot portrait mode photos in this 2x mode on the iPhone 15 Plus model. But then, here's the thing. The iPhone 15 Pro Max brings not one, not two, but 3 new lenses. The big news is 5x zoom with the new Tetra Prism lens. This is really cool technology. Light bounces off 4 mirrors until it hits the sensor, and Apple even uses new 3D sensor shift stabilization to ensure videos at this 5x zoom level are not shaky and images are not blurry. And you can even go to 25 times digital zoom on the Pro Max, which you can never do on the Plus model. On top of that, you've got new 28mm and 35mm focal lengths, which are so convenient for daily shots. In fact, 35mm is actually the most popular lens for street photography and will get a ton of use. So here's the deal. If you really care about photography, you have to get the Pro Max. Yes, the 15 Plus is a much better camera than the previous generation 14 Plus, but the Pro Max, man, that's a lot of lenses and a lot of versatility. And we didn't even mention the pro camera features like the ability to record ProRes video directly to an external drive via the new USB-C connector on the Pro Max. And speaking of USB-C, both the Plus and Pro Max use this new port, but don't think that it has the same characteristics. The iPhone 15 Plus supports USB 2 speeds, which are actually just the same slow speeds as previously, while the 15 Pro Max supports USB 3 and has literally 20 times faster transfer rates. This means that if you want to transfer files and photos to an external drive, it's faster, but of course only if you use the cable. And if you only happen to use AirDrop, you probably shouldn't even care about this too much. Alright, not everyone is a pro user, not everyone is a photographer, so what about just battery life? Well, both these phones have excellent 2-day battery life, so no difference. Okay, to be precise, there is a slight difference. Here are the battery life numbers. For video playback, the iPhone 15 Pro Max can last up to 29 hours. A bit longer than the 15 Plus, which gets 26. And for video streaming, the Pro Max gets 25 hours, while the Plus model only gets 20. But when you're just playing audio, the Plus model actually lasts a bit longer at 100 hours compared to 95 on the Pro Max. And both phones change at about the same speed of around 20 watts. Finally, don't forget that the new programmable action button is only available on the 15 Pro Max model, while the iPhone 15 Plus still uses the old mute switch. You can set the action button to do literally anything using the Shortcuts app, so you can launch your favorite application or just set it to quickly start the camera or record a voice memo. It's a really nifty new feature. So let's summarize. There are essentially two big exclusive features on the 15 Pro Max that really make a huge difference. First, the smooth 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate. And second, the more versatile camera with all the new lenses. We can argue that all other new features are not really a game changer, so if you really care about the camera and the speed, yes, you should absolutely go with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. But if you don't use the camera all that much, the new iPhone 15 Plus is actually a great choice with all the upgrades that it has gotten. So there you have it. Which one did you guys choose and what is your reason to choose it? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for our future videos about the iPhone 15 here at PhoneArena, and I'll see you guys in the next one.